Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out, is the guy on your mind actually serious about you, or is he just leading you on? So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's find out whether the guy on your mind is serious about you or is he just leading you on. So let's try to get an idea about his true feelings for you first. Spirit, how does the guy on group 1's mind actually feel for them? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, so listen, group 1, this guy, he knows who you are, all right? He knows you're not the kind of person that he can mess with. He sees you as a very high value woman, group 1. And why is that? It's because of what you're projecting. It's because of how you show up that he knows that this is the kind of treatment that you expect from others, right? Because as a high value woman, you are standing very firmly rooted in your self-worth. You know what you deserve, you know what you do not deserve, and with the energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, you are absolutely in no mood to commit or to settle down with someone who does not get you, who does not understand you, or who is not aligned with you. And this guy, he understands all of this perfectly well. He absolutely loves the way that you look. For him, you are a stunner. I don't think there's anything about you, anything about the way that you look, the way that you sound, what you wear, how you carry yourself, that he does not like. He seems to be absolutely smitten by all of that. And with the energy of the Queen and the Nine of Pentacles, somewhere, honestly, it also seems as if he thinks that you are a bit out of his league. Also, these two cards are telling me that when you give attention to somebody, it's always very exclusive. All right, it's not like you're talking to too many guys at the same time. You're not the kind of person who's keeping her options open, and he knows that. So he knows that if right now he's the only one that you're talking to, it means something to you, and he knows how precious that is. Like he knows how premium that is. Like I think that's the right word for it. Attention from a woman like you feels very, very premium to him. And listen, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, he feels like you're not the kind of woman who necessarily needs a man, all right? Because he sees you in this very self-sufficient energy over here with the Nine of Pentacles. You might want a partner, but it's not that without a partner, your life isn't doing fine. You're already doing very fine in your life. And he knows that, he sees that. Somewhere with the Queen and the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel like this guy is slightly intimidated by you as well. Group 1, I think that is where the questions around she's so out of my league are probably stemming from. But it's almost as if with the Queen and the Nine of Pentacles, he sees you as a prize. All right, he sees you as, again, when I say he sees you as a prize, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. Like, I don't mean that, oh, I'll get her at any cost. Not like that. It's just that someone like you on her own willing to commit to him, that in itself he knows is nothing short of a prize. Okay, now let us find out, group 1, what exactly are his intentions towards you. Spirit, what are the intentions of the guy on group 1's mind towards them? We have the Page of Cups. What are the intentions of the guy on group 1's mind towards them? And we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so here's the thing, group 1. Right now, his intentions towards you, I won't say have any end goal in sight, all right? This energy is of momentum. The energy is still building. But what these two cards over here tell us is that he is interested. There is a difference though. You are showing up as a queen. He is showing up as a page and a knight. So seriousness-wise, I am picking up on a mismatch, but I think it's too early to comment on it because I'm yet to see what exactly would be his next action towards you. But on the basis of his intentions, He definitely is looking for something romantic with you. I do think that this guy has fallen for you hard. That much is clear over here with the Page of Cups. He, like I said, he's smitten by you. He has a crush on you. He has the hots for you as well with the energy of the Knight of Wands over here. He does want to pursue you. All right. Let's say, for instance, you play games or you playing hard to get. Is that going to deter his spirits? No. In fact, I feel like it's going to make him want you more. He's going to come after you more if he picks up on any behavior like that from you. So again, it's not like I'm encouraging this behavior, but what these two cards show us is that he's interested enough to pursue you. That is what this tells us. He definitely has wet dreams about you, Group 1. I can tell you that much for sure with the Page and the Knight of Wands. He wants to get physically involved with you. At this moment, the intention honestly seems to be more like it's bending more towards a whirlwind romance, we can say. I'm hearing chasing the highs, which I think makes sense with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, like he's seeking companionship, he's seeking excitement, he's seeking thrill, he's seeking romance, he is seeking intimacy from you. That much is clear. But when I see you in this rooted energy of the Queen of Pentacles, it makes me wonder. So let's not waste any time and find out what action is he going to take about his intentions. Spirit, what actions will the guy on Group 1's mind take towards them based on his intentions and feelings? We have the Seven of Swords. What action will the guy on Group 1's mind take towards them? Would you look at this? Seven of Swords and the Moon in reverse. What are you hiding? Please clarify the Seven of Swords. The Hanged Man. Please clarify the Moon in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Alright. Bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So here's the thing. I get why you might feel like he's leading you on, because that tension is there, that chemistry is there, but then he's not doing shit about it. But here's why. So remember when I told you earlier that this guy might be intimidated by you? That is true. Alright. With the Seven of Swords over here clarified by the Hanged Man, I feel like this guy has a fear of the unknown. Alright. He's not sure how you would respond if he were to act any more on this. So the chemistry is there, the tension is there, all of that is there. But let's say if he were to ask you to go exclusive with him, or if he were to ask you to go on a getaway with him, would you say yes or would you say no? And especially given the Queen of Swords at the back, I do feel like he's a bit worried about you lashing out at him as well. And that might be because, and well, this makes sense now, remember we saw the glimpse of the moon over here in the Queen of Pentacles, and now we have the same moon in reverse clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. He does not seem to have a lot of clarity about where you stand with him. As in, how do you feel about him? That's one reason. And I just got another message. With the Queen of Cups being in reverse over here and the moon in reverse, I do feel like this guy has repressed fears. Repressed because outwardly he might seem like a very bold, brave, fiery guy, very charismatic, but internally there does seem to be a repressed fear about being the center of somebody's attention, being the object of somebody's affection, being accountable to someone else, being responsible in a relationship, things like that. And so again, it makes sense. Like how I told you, you're showing up as a queen. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. This guy, meanwhile, showing up as a page and as a knight. So here's the thing. I won't say that he's leading you on per se, because he is clearly interested. However, I do feel like his fears around emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, not a problem for him. His fears around emotional intimacy and his fears around your reaction, these are the two things that are holding him back. And the longer they hold him back, the natural it is for you to feel like he's just leading you on and it's not really going anywhere. So it's not that he doesn't plan on this going anywhere. It's just that his fears are limiting him. So now that you have this knowledge, now that you are aware of his blocks, I would say proceed with caution, because I can see what it is that you are looking for. And if at any given point in time you feel like he's not able to work around this, and it's just suspended in limbo at this stage of good chemistry and flirting and all of that, then I think it would be advisable for you to step back, because you don't want to sit around and wait for him to tackle with all of this. We don't know how long that's going to take. All right, group one. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my Patreon to get exclusive readings, and follow me on Instagram for more readings. And if you wish to book a personal reading, you'll find those details in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, if you guys chose the second image, let's find out if the guy on your mind is leading you on, or is he actually serious about you. So let's start your reading by taking a look at his feelings for you. Spirit, how does the guy on group 2's mind feel about them? We have the Knight of Swords. How does the guy on group 2's mind feel about them? We have the Four of Cups. Would you clarify the Four of Cups for me, please, Spirit? Clarified by the Six of Swords. I'm going to put it back. Remember it. Listen. Like right off the bat, I'm not getting a very good energy from this. If you're getting triggered, if you want to click off, I totally understand. If you want to pick another pile, I understand that as well. If, however, you do want to stick around and listen to the truth of what I'm picking up, here it is. It's no coincidence that you might be getting a feeling that he's leading you on and he's not actually serious. And that is because the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups over here, it's this classical energy of doing something simply because he's got nothing else to do at this time. Because he's bored, all right? His heart is not in it. In fact, I would say his head is not in the game either. His head is not in the game. His heart is not in the game. At this moment, I feel like he's basically treating you like a distraction, which is disrespectful, to be honest. Especially if you're someone who's looking for commitment, if you're looking for something meaningful, I don't think you deserve to waste your time on someone who's just talking to you because at this point he probably is doing the same with other people also. Like I'm hearing numbing, and we do have the Four of Cups over here. It's like, oh, I couldn't get that, and I don't think I can, so might as well distract myself with something else meanwhile. I don't know if this is someone who's fresh out of a breakup. I don't know what this guy's backstory is, what his baggage is, what his past was like. But what I can tell you with surety over here with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups is that do not take him or his words seriously, group 2. Today he's there, tomorrow he won't be. In fact, I'm also hearing love bombing. All right, group 2. It's like 1 minute he's all up in your business, he's spamming you with calls and phone, like calls and messages and everything. And then the next minute, when you reciprocate, when you message him or when you call him, he's gone for hours. He's not responding, he's not replying, and you're like, what the hell? Like, you messaged me first, so now why are you away when I am merely responding? And I think this hot and cold behavior does not make sense to you, and naturally it wouldn't. And the reason why he's behaving this way is because, like I said, he's just killing time, you can say. I don't think he knows what he wants, honestly. I don't think he's necessarily chasing anything. He's just trying to numb himself of some sort of pain, and he's just using people for that, which is not okay at all. Like, I don't think this kind of behavior can be justified at all. There is no consistency. There is no consistency in his words. There's no consistency in his actions either. And it's funny, we were asking about how he feels for you, but I don't think he has genuine feelings for any of the people that he's talking to at this point. And the reason why I say any of the people that he's talking to is because with the Four of Cups, I don't think you're the only one whom he's messing with like this. I feel like there are other people also wondering why he keeps on coming and leaving. Okay, now let us find out some more. What is he playing at? Spirit, what are the intentions of the guy on group 2's mind towards them? What are the intentions of the guy on group 2's mind towards them? We have the Knight of Pentacles. What are the intentions of the guy on group 2's mind towards them? We have the Two of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like over here, would you look at that? Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. And I do not like the fact that the Knight is moving away from the Two of Cups over here. I feel group 2, his intention is to be in it only till the time it suits him. That's it. And the whole love bombing energy makes sense. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Devil. I think this is someone whom you might think, oh, I think his love language is physical touch and intimacy is how he shows me how much I matter to him. I don't think that is the case. Again, like I said, he might be one of those people for whom sex is basically a form of release. He's just releasing everything that he's feeling, everything that's going on with him. And interestingly, if we look at this, both the Knights are moving towards the Four of Cups over here. We were talking about his past earlier. We have the Two of Cups. I'm hearing recreating. I think each girl he talks to, he tries to recreate a feeling that he knows from the past, from his past. But obviously that is not possible. Every person is different. Every person's style of talking, everybody's energy is different. When he doesn't get the same feeling, he gets bored and he exits. His intention towards you, I'm hearing balm, all right? So he is using you, group 2, to heal himself. We have the Two of Cups over here. We have the Devil in reverse. I feel like it's a moth being drawn towards a flame. You might be a light worker. You might be a very empathetic person. Your presence obviously does something to him, which is why he keeps on coming back for more. That much is evident. But here's the issue. The Knight of Pentacles is not only a slow-moving energy, given the surrounding cards and the bottom of the deck, this is not exactly the energy that you can count on. In fact, this is a classical, he's going to lead you on. He's going to make you think, all right, that someday he will commit to you. He might keep on making excuses like, oh, something came up at work, I'm not in the right headspace, I just need more time, I just need more time. But then when the hell is that time going to come? That answer he cannot give you because he doesn't know himself. And I'm also hearing trail. I feel like he's left a trail of broken hearts behind him, which is, again, not okay. Yeah, he's just looking for that same feeling with someone new because he cannot go back to, well, whoever it was in his past. Maybe it's someone you know. Maybe you know who his ex is. Maybe you don't. But like I said, his intention over here is to come and be with you till it feels good for him, and then again retract, and again leave you confused and suspended, like leave you in suspense basically that, well, when's the next time now that I'm going to hear from him? Spirit, what action will the guy on group 2's mind take towards them? We have the Seven of Cups. What action will the guy on group 2's mind take towards them? And the Devil ultimately does come out. We have the Seven of Cups and the Devil, you guys. So here's the thing. His action towards you is going to be no different from how he's been behaving up until this point, group 2, to be very honest. Because like I said, most of you, He's left you feeling confused. He's left you feeling wondering, are you doing something wrong? Could you have said something differently? What can you do to retain him is also what I'm hearing. So a lot of you keep on coming up with little tricks, little ways, anything to make sure that he stays, that he sticks around, but he doesn't. It's because he does not plan on sticking around. He wants to keep his options open. He wants to use other people to numb his pain. He's just looking at opportunities to recreate his past. His next action towards you would be manipulation for sure, for purposes that benefit him. He will leave you wanting more. He will leave you confused. He will leave you in suspense. He will live in your mind rent-free if you do not put a stop to this now, group 2. Because this is not the kind of person you can expect anything legitimate from. Like I told you, at the very beginning, Knight of Swords and Four of Cups, I just knew what turn this was going to take. So is he leading you on? 100%. Is he serious about you? Absolutely not. He's not serious about anybody right now. He's not serious about anyone. You know how we say that sometimes hurt people hurt other people, and sometimes hurt people heal other people? Well, you might belong to the latter category. This guy for sure belongs to that first category. Don't try to understand his games. You won't be able to. For the sake of your own peace of mind, group 2, that's my advice to you. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. For exclusive readings, you can subscribe to my Patreon. For more readings, you can follow me on Instagram. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you'll find all those details in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 3, if you guys chose the third image, let's find out if the guy on your mind is serious about you or is he just leading you on. So let's start by finding out his feelings. Spirit, how does the guy on group 3's mind feel about them? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. How does the guy on group 3's mind feel about them? We have Justice. Okay, interesting. I don't think this is someone you're dealing with for the first time. It seems more like someone who's come back around to make things right for a lot of you. If it does not resonate, you can of course pick another pile. But for most of you, I feel like this is the story that's going on between you and this guy. He has come back around to undo something. I mean, obviously he can't undo something, just to right his wrongs, redeem himself in your eyes is what I'm hearing. With the Nine of Wands being in reverse over here with Justice upright, he definitely thinks you're a no-nonsense person, group 3, for sure. He also feels like you're someone who compliments him really well. Maybe in a lot of ways, you guys are alike. A lot of your likes, a lot of your dislikes might be quite similar to each other. He feels like you're someone who has a zero tolerance, no nonsense policy. He knows that if he says or if he does something that upsets you or that is not okay, you're not the kind of woman who's going to let it slide. You're the kind of person who's going to give it right back. And he might have seen this side of yours himself, or he might have seen this side of yours come out somewhere where he was also present. So he knows this about you. With the Nine of Wands being in reverse over here, he feels like you're not the kind of person who will unnecessarily trouble herself just to make something work. Like you're not the kind of woman who's going to compromise or keep quiet or tolerate things just to make sure that a relationship keeps on moving, just to keep the boat afloat. He knows you won't do that. He sees you as someone who only deserves what's right. And if a guy cannot give her that, then that's it. Bye-bye. You're not the kind of woman who's going to chase after him. He knows that for sure. And somewhere with the Nine of Wands being in reverse over here, I think he found that out the hard way. Maybe in the past, and this could have happened in 2019, and this could have happened in 2009, this could have happened as fresh as 9 weeks ago, maybe somewhere around September 2025 perhaps, or October. He might have said something or he might have done something hoping that you would run after him, hoping that no matter what he does, you're going to forgive him, you're going to bring him back, take him back. But you did no such thing. So he's He's found that out now. He's learned that lesson. And it's interesting, we were asking about his feelings for you, but with the Nine of Wands in reverse over here and Justice, I feel like these days, Group 3 in particular, you're living rent-free in his head. And this might be the kind of guy who has a habit of intellectualizing his feelings a lot, which is why they usually come up as thoughts disguised, feelings disguised as thoughts. He has that habit. He does feel like whatever it is that he put you through in the past, you absolutely did not deserve it, especially because with Justice upright, you never did anything wrong. You never wronged him. You never said anything that would upset him. You never did anything that would upset him. So any bullshit that he pulled off in the past, he knows was unwarranted. And maybe that is why he's back to, like I said, right his wrongs. In fact, I think this is one of those fresh cases where, you know, you've recently unblocked him or you've recently gotten back in touch with each other, something like that. Okay, let's see what are his intentions towards you, Group 3. Spirit, what are the intentions of the guy on Group 3's mind towards them? We have the Ace of Pentacles. What are the intentions of the guy on Group 3's mind towards them? We have the King of Swords. So yeah, he definitely wants to redeem himself. He wants a new beginning. He wants a fresh chance with you. At the bottom of the deck at this time, we have the Five of Pentacles. So for most of you, like I said, not necessarily all of you, but yeah, I do feel like for most of you, there is a past over here. A past that you did not deserve, and he knows that now. Him showing up as the King of Swords in his intentions is just proof that he wants you to know that he's not the same person anymore. He wants you to know that this time around, he's the kind of guy who walks his talk. This time around, he's the kind of guy who has more integrity. This time around, he's the kind of guy who knows what he's doing. So if he says he wants to commit to you, it's because he is serious about it. And that is in fact showing up in his intentions as well with the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. He wants to commit to you. He wants to get back together with you if at all you guys were dating in the past. And if you weren't dating and he screwed up, he wants that second chance, as we say. He wants to be with you. With the King of Swords showing up as in his intentions, I feel like the last time around, or maybe whenever it is, or however it is that you guys were connected previously, I feel like he was very flaky. Maybe he had this really in and out energy. He wasn't serious. It wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't giving you any answers, any assurances, nothing of that nature. And so when you distanced yourself, when you blocked him, when you chose yourself, when you decided to ride by yourself, that could have been his wake-up call. And so now in his intentions with the King of Swords over here, this time around he wants to, like I said, prove to you not just through his words, but also through his actions, that he is back for good, that he has changed, that he has grown, and that he wants to build something with you. There's one thing though. Remember how I said that this is someone who has a habit of intellectualizing their feelings? It makes sense now. He's showing up as the King of Swords after all. So this is someone for whom mind over heart. I mean, that might be how he operates. But it does not take away from the fact that we also have the Ace of Pentacles over here. So what he couldn't do right the last time around, he wants to correct it this time. So last time he couldn't commit to you. He ran away in the opposite direction. Whatever it is that he did, this time around he wants to make it right. And the way he's sitting on this throne, feet planted on the ground, very confidently looking us straight in the eye, it's like, when I say I'm back for good, I'm not bullshitting. When I say I want to make you mine, I'm not bullshitting. So trust me. I think this guy is trying really hard these days, Group 3, to convince you that he has changed. And perhaps because you're not convinced enough is why you're watching this video today. So let us ask now, what will be his actions towards you? Spirit, what action will the person on Group 3's mind take towards them? We have the Four of Wands. What action will the guy on group 3's mind take towards them? We have Death in reverse. He does not want this to be a full stop. Whatever happened between you guys in the past, he wants that to be a comma at most. You know, like we can, a semicolon, I don't know, begin again. With the Four of Wands over here, he's going to show up. He's going to show up more so than ever before. He will try to get more involved, not just with you, but also with people who are close to you, your friends, your family. You will see him trying really hard to work on those bonds with people who matter to you, with people who are close to you. We had the Ace of Pentacles, we have Four of Wands over here now. So I do think this is someone who wants to commit to you for the long haul, you know, wants to marry you, wants to settle down with you. And with Death in reverse, for sure, he does not want you to think that this cannot be redeemed, that nothing can happen now. And I think he might play the nostalgia card. He might ask you out to places where you guys used to go to. He might bring up topics that you guys used to love talking about, you know, things like that, things that sort of pull you back into the past with him a little bit. But what's clear over here is that this is far from over for him. It's not. He wants to resurrect it. He wants to resurrect this connection. He wants to be with you and just you. I'm not picking up on any external energy over here, no third party, nothing at all. But here's the thing. Bottom of the deck over here is the Two of Swords, and we have the Chariot behind it. So I think it is the manner in which this person had left very quickly, very abruptly, no explanations. Maybe he ghosted you, maybe he did something and never really took accountability for it and just, you know, avoided your questions and stuff like that. And I think it is that behavior of his in the past, that escapism perhaps, which makes you doubt his intentions, which makes you doubt whether he's actually genuine or not. But on the basis of these cards, what I can tell you, group 3, is that he's definitely not leading you on, and he in fact is quite serious about this. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. For exclusive tarot readings by me, you can subscribe to my Patreon. For more readings, you can follow me on Instagram. And to get a personal reading, well, you can look at the booking details in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.